Since October 2023, every major human rights organization in the world has arrived at the same conclusion. B'Tselem, Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch, the United Nations, even Israel's own public defender. Thousands were seized from Gaza: doctors, teachers, journalists, teenagers, held without charge, without lawyers, without any contact with the outside world. What happened inside these facilities was not interrogation, it was not security. B'Tselem, Israel's leading human rights organization, called it by its name, a network of torture camps, not one facility, not an aberration, a system operating across more than a dozen prisons and military bases, from Sde Taman in the Negev to Ofer, Megiddo, Ketziot, and Nafar. Detainees were blindfolded and handcuffed for the entire duration of their detention, not hours, weeks, months, forced to sit motionless in silence, beaten for moving, for speaking, for raising their heads. They were stripped naked, forced to wear diapers, fed through straws while shackled.
Released detainee Ibrahim Salem described widespread gang rape committed by both male and female soldiers, including against children. His testimony was corroborated by multiple organizations independently. More than 4,500 Palestinians passed through this facility. At least 36 died there. On July 5, 2024, Israeli soldiers gang-raped a Palestinian detainee with such violence that he suffered cracked ribs, a punctured lung, and a torn rectum, requiring emergency surgery. Surveillance footage was leaked. It aired on Israeli television. 10 soldiers were initially detained. 5 were indicted. The case became a national flashpoint, but not in the way you might expect. Mobs of Israeli politicians and protesters stormed the military base, not to demand justice for the victim, but to defend the accused soldiers. Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich called the suspects heroes. Israel's own public defender visited Ketziot prison and found prisoners with distinctly protruding ribs and pelvises and excessive loose skin. They described permanent hunger, dizziness, fainting. Israel's Association for Civil Rights called it a policy of starvation. Walid Ahmad was 17 years old. He died at Megiddo prison in March 2025, the first child to die in Israeli custody since October 7th. His autopsy revealed almost no fat or muscle mass remaining in his body. Dr. Adnan al-Bursh was Gaza's most prominent orthopedic surgeon. He died in Israeli custody. The UN Special Rapporteur stated he was likely tortured to death, with evidence suggesting sexual violence. At least 84 Palestinians have died in custody since October 2023, more than in the entire preceding decade. Palestinian Christians and Muslims in the occupied West Bank are tried in Israeli military courts. The conviction rate is 99.74%, a number incompatible with any functioning justice system. Confessions are extracted under torture and written in Hebrew, a language most defendants cannot read. 97% of cases end in plea bargains, because the alternative is months or years of pre-trial detention without bail. Israeli settlers living on the same land, sometimes on the same street, are tried in civilian courts with full constitutional rights. Their conviction rate for crimes against Palestinians is approximately 3%. On March 30, 2026, the Knesset made this system lethal. It passed the death penalty for terrorists law, mandating execution by hanging for Palestinians convicted in these same military courts. No right of appeal, no clemency, execution within 90 days. It passed 62 to 48. The law applies only through military courts. Only Palestinians, Christian and Muslim alike, are tried in military courts. Since 1967, approximately 1 million Palestinians have passed through Israeli detention. 1 million. That is an estimated 40% of the entire male Palestinian population. The International Committee of the Red Cross has been banned from visiting Palestinian prisoners for over 2 years. The soldiers who raped Palestinians face no consequences. The Palestinians they brutalized can now be sentenced to death by the same state.